Brian Horvath of Tampa, Florida has everything he ever dreamed of. A happy marriage, a nice home, and a great career as a money manager. But he admits it took him longer than he wanted to get here. So one of the things he always tells people, don't make the same mistakes he once did.
I was trying to impress people that I didn't even know or maybe didn't like.
For years, Brian lived the high life. As a businessman, he had a solid income, but he was spending it faster than he was making it. At one point, he had to file for bankruptcy.
I wasn't able to make all my bills. I overspent every single week. I was in a ton of credit card debt. I had a student loan. So in 2006, I was walking home from a New Year's Eve party and just sick and tired of it. Started crying, heavy tears. It was just, I'm done.
He woke up the next day and knew it was time to reevaluate his life.
Just remember that sun pouring into the windows, almost like saying, it's like God's heaven opening up going, look, I have something for you.
That week, Brian gave his life to Christ. He also decided to look at money from God's perspective.
I would honestly say that God spoke to me through my wallet. And the first thing that he did was say, give. And he says in his word, in the Old and New Testament, that we're called to be a giver and that we should give a tenth.
At the time, Brian was $37,000 in debt. Still, Brian began tithing to his church. When he started taking classes in money management, he came up with a practical plan to pay off his debt.
I learned that we should give first, save second, spend later. I started doing a budget. I started using cash. I had to say no to all the trips I wanted to go on. I had to say no to all the eating out. I had to say no to all the ancillary spending, just buying stuff because any new technology. I just couldn't do it. I just kept focused on the goal.
Through it all, he never stopped tithing, and within 14 months, his debt was gone.
Tithing got me out of debt because he says he will protect those who tithe.
Brian wanted to teach others the benefit of giving, so he took a job as the stewardship director at church. Meanwhile, Brian met and married Becky. She too wanted to live debt-free, but now they had an expensive mortgage holding them back.
I just started feeling like we're supposed to get our house paid off as quickly as possible.
So we came up with a little chart that said we owe $99,600, and we wrote on the bottom of it, Lord, you are Lord over our mortgage. And then we wrote Luke 18:27. Whatever is impossible with man is possible with God.
That's when they say God told them how to pay off the mortgage, but it would require a step of faith.
I said to Brian one day, I feel like we're supposed to give 10% of that up front.
And so actually went to the prayer closet, if you will, got on my knees and said, God, what should we do? And he said, write the check.
So they gave $10,000 from their savings. After that, they followed a strict budget. Before long, Becky's income doubled, and she got a promotion. Within a year, they paid off their house.
That's God saying, I have more than enough for you. I told you I had something for you. Trust me. And man, he over-delivered.
Today, Brian and Becky have 2 small children and have already started their college funds. They're giving more than ever and continuing to see increases in their income. The couple encourages others to trust God with their money and give too.
There is financial reward that comes from it. We experienced it wholeheartedly.
Money says a lot about who we are. How we spend our money talks a lot about our character. Not how much, but the heart, the attitude of giving. And so you got to start somewhere. Just give something.